What's up guys, it's Collin from Built2Wander. Today we're out in Colorado with our 392 and we're going to talk about the 3 areas to upgrade your Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon to maximize off-road capability while keeping budget in mind. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor, like this video, subscribe to Driving Lines channel, and let's get after it. All right, so we're out here with our Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392, and what we plan to do is talk about ways to maximize the capability of that Rubicon platform without going too far in terms of budget and upgrades. Every Jeep owner wants to go out and do different things to their Wrangler, and that's one of the best things about the Jeep is that there's endless possibilities and different ways to upgrade it. But what we're gonna do is talk about the 3 main areas that you should focus on first, that being oversized tires, suspension, and then some functional accessories. If you do those 3 things properly, you can maximize the off-road capability of the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon platform, have a ton of fun in it off-road without breaking the bank. So I've been into Jeeps over the last 10 years, and really over the last 5 years, we've been doing a lot of builds with 3D off-road down in Colorado Springs, and I've been learning a lot. I mean, we've done some builds where we really pushed the envelope. You know, we did axle swaps and steering setups and custom suspension, beadlock wheels, 40-inch tires. If there was an upgrade out there, you name it, we probably did it. And while all that's awesome, it definitely comes at a pretty steep price tag. And what I realized with this 392 is that there's actually quite a bit of ways to get a lot out of that Rubicon platform without going that far. So the reason why we built this 392 to begin with was we picked it up last year in June, and we were going out to run the Rubicon Trail for the Jeepers Jamboree event for the first time. Never been on the Rubicon. And while this Wrangler actually can go do it from the factory, that's why it's named the Rubicon, we wanted to have a little bit more ground clearance, a little bit more flex, some things that would make it a little bit more fun for us. And really, we put this thing together within the month before that trip, went out, ran the Rubicon exactly how it sits now, and it did amazing. So the plan is, we're gonna walk you through what those upgrades were to try to give you some ideas for when you go to upgrade your Wrangler so you can go out and run a trail like the Rubicon as well. So when we were planning this build for the Rubicon Trail, we started with tires. We really wanted to build the whole thing around the tire size, and we started kicking around, do we want to do a 38-inch tire? Do we want to do a 40? To me, a 40 felt like it would stress these Dana 44 axles a little too much, and like I said, we're trying to keep budget in mind, so we didn't want to replace the axles. So we landed on a 38-inch tire, and last summer, Nitto released a brand new 38 in the Ridge Grappler lineup. It's a 38-inch tall tire, 1250 wide, and it's designed for a 17-inch wheel, which meant we could keep our factory wheels, which again, was helpful for the budget. So the Ridge Grappler, it does super well on road. It's nice and quiet on road, very comfortable, which is important to me because I drive this thing every day. It's my daily driver, but it's still aggressive enough for trails like the Rubicon where it hooks up well on the rocks, and it also, you know, it does really well in mud and other conditions too. Places like Moab or Johnson Valley, the Ridge Grappler's up for that task. So we're really stoked with how that fit under this Jeep, and we'll talk about the suspension upgrades we made to fit it correctly. But the other area that we had to upgrade when doing these tires was steering. So we went to RockJock's Correct Link steering, which is a heavier duty setup than stock. It's a tie rod and drag link. It's 40% stronger than stock. It's got 1-ton joints. It even flips the steering stabilizer up and keeps it out of harm's way. And they maintain that 5-degree factory angle of the steering stabilizer and prevent dead spots in the steering. So my steering's tight, it's not off center, it works super well. So overall, it's gonna offset that heavier tire and maintain that factory feel in the steering wheel. So now that we have our 38-inch Nitto Ridge Grapplers picked out, we need a lift kit in order to fit those under the Jeep. We went with RockJock's 4-inch short arm suspension system. The nice thing about their 4-inch kit is that we can fit that 38-inch tire under the Jeep without replacing fenders. Again, this is another area that helps us save on budget. We're able to maintain those factory fenders, and we get full cycle of the suspension without the tires rubbing on the fender. So really like that. The other nice thing about their kit is it comes with all 8 control arms with Johnny joints. They're adjustable, so you can dial in caster, you can dial in pinion angles, maintain all of that stock geometry that allows this Jeep to ride so well on the road. And those Johnny joints have a little bit more flex than the factory joints. The other nice thing that we added to their suspension kit was a set of their anti-rock front and rear sway bars. The Rubicon comes with an electronic disconnecting sway bar up front, which is really nice to have. It's not inconvenient to hit that button, but the reason why we wanted to replace it was because it is a mechanical unit that's prone to failure. On some of our previous Rubicons, we've actually had that electronic unit fail on us. And with the anti-rock sway bars, you don't have to worry about it failing, and you don't have to get out and disconnect anything. So it's a great setup to still maintain all of that flex in the suspension system. So with a taller lift kit, now you need a longer shock. So we went ahead and replaced all of our factory shocks with Bilstein's 8100 direct fit bypass shock. They fit right up into the factory locations, and it's a really sick kit. They're smooth body shocks. They've got adjustability for both compression and rebound, so we can really dial in the ride on these shocks, both on road and off. Honestly though, we haven't really messed with them a whole lot because out of the box, they felt so good. This thing rides like a Cadillac on the road, and off-road we have a little bit more stability at high speed, so really stoked with that setup. With tires and suspension dialed in, the third area that I recommend upgrading is just some functional accessories. Again, the Jeep Wrangler has a million accessories out there. There's so many different things you can do. For us, we really focus on the most functional accessories that we need on our off-road adventures. This includes a winch and recovery gear, an onboard air supply, and also a tire carrier. We actually are running the factory steel bumpers on this 392 still. The Rubicon offers a steel bumper package. They hold up well off-road, they look great in my opinion, and they come with provisions for a winch. So we added Warren's Evo 10S winch. It comes with synthetic line, which I feel is much safer than that steel cable off-road. We also added Factor 55's Haas aluminum fairlead and their Ultra Hook. The Ultra Hook is great. It's that closed system winching. It's a lot safer than a standard hook, and their gear is made here in the US. It's tested in the toughest environments, and we know that we can rely on that gear, which is so important when you go to perform a recovery for you or someone else. So the second functional accessory that we've added is onboard air. Oftentimes when we go off-road, we like to air down our tires. It gives us a little bit more footprint, more traction off-road, and having a power tank is a lifesaver when you get done with the trail and need to air back up. We can take these 38-inch ridge grapplers from 10 pounds of air all the way back to 30 in under a minute, and all because of the power tank. So that thing saves a ton of time. It's also useful for air tools, plug-in tires. There's a ton of different ways to use the power tank, and we don't do an off-road build without them. So the last accessory that we've added is a heavy-duty tire carrier from TerraFlex. On this particular build, we wanted to run a full-size spare. That 38-inch ridge grappler is quite a bit heavier than the stock 33 that came on this Jeep, so we knew the factory tire carrier wasn't gonna hold up. The nice thing about TerraFlex's replacement is that it replaces the factory hinges and it mounts to the factory tailgate. So you open the tailgate with one simple swing action, and it also is a lot stronger, so no worries holding that 38-inch tire. In fact, it can hold up to a 40-inch tire. The other nice thing is it actually relocates the factory backup camera too, so you don't lose that functionality. In fact, we were on the Rubicon Trail and we actually cracked the inner lip of one of our factory wheels and had to rotate that spare in. So we were really happy to have a full-size spare on hand and TerraFlex's heavy-duty tire carrier to carry it all the way through the Rubicon Trail. So there you have it, guys, the 3 areas to upgrade your Jeep Wrangler Rubicon to maximize off-road capability and minimize the impact on your wallet. We are super stoked with how well this build came out and can't thank 3D Off-Road enough for always knocking it out of the park for us. We were also pleasantly surprised with how well it tackled the Rubicon Trail, and I'm convinced that with these 3 upgrades, your Wrangler will be just as capable. So drop us a comment below, let us know if you have any questions about the build or about upgrades that you plan to make to yours. And as always, hit the like button if you did and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, wander on.
Thanks for watching Driving Line. If you guys like this video, consider subscribing to our channel so you'll never miss any of the content we create here. Whether you're into trucks, Jeeps, imports, domestic vehicles, or anything in between, we are here to fuel your passion. So hit that subscribe button and we'll see you guys next time.